YouTube channel, Daily Maria, and we are going to turn 18 tomorrow. And so I am recording this the day before because they just didn't plan whatever, but we're gonna do tomorrow. Cause girl, I don't know, man. I just feel like birthday planning is so hard. Like, what do we even do, you know? So I was thinking of maybe going to IHOP because like I want to redeem some like IHOP like, you know, like your birthday rewards that you can get. I know IHOP has them, Crumble, Nothing Bun Cakes, Bath and Body Works, and like a bunch of stuff like Buffalo Wild Wings, Sephora, Ulta. Let me remember more. I know Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and all those other apps, you know. And I'm just trying to see where we're gonna go tomorrow. So as you can see, I did my first try of eyeliner, and you can tell like it's alright. It's alright. It's not like that big, you know. Nothing serious. So I got this shirt from Ross. I thought it was so cute, and I have a skirt on, which is a cargo skirt. So I just feel like it suits it with, you know, like kind of college vibes, whatever. Because this girl might be going to college, so I had to college shop. You know, I had to buy some things for my son for his like shirts and like onesies and shorts, you know. And so I decided to do some shopping for myself because as a mama, ew, that sounds so cringy, whatever. This girl right here, she needs some clothes because this girl don't got no clothes. Like, I don't know why I didn't go sooner, but whatever. Anyways, so I just wanted to introduce to y'all who I am. So anyways, let's get into it. As I was saying, we are gonna talk about what and why, when, where, how, and I don't know, whatever. So I'm gonna be telling y'all my experience at me going to school, pregnant at 17 years old, and let me just tell y'all this. Girls who were my friends literally cut me off. Or just acting like I didn't exist. Like, girl, I know you were literally trusting me like 2 months ago. Why aren't you trusting me now? Or like, why aren't you talking to me now? Or whatever. So, okay, so my first day of school, which I will be posting out a picture right here. And that is me in the school restroom. So I went to school. That was my first, like, my back to school outfits. You know, I was pregnant, my bump was already showing. It was like noticeable. So I walked in and I find my boyfriend. Me and him were walking together because we went to class. And so as soon as I get into class, we have a teacher from last year. Because keep in mind, I'm a senior, and I'm like, oh my god, like why this teacher again, you know? So I go in the classroom and I'm like, oh hi. I was like, hi, and the teacher's name, and then she puts me to sit with my boyfriend and all. So we're just chilling, like, alright. And then I was like, you know, chilling. Some girl, like, this girl literally pulled out like donuts, right? Me being like 7 months pregnant, this girl, I got hungry. I literally pulled out the yogurt and everything I had in my bag, and I started munching on it. I was like, oh my god, like I want to eat too. Like, I'm hungry. Like, baby's hungry. I'm hungry. Like, we're both hungry. And it is only 9 in the morning, y'all. So fast forwarded, like, she gives what's that one thing called? It's like an introduction, but it's like where a syllabus. She has had a syllabus to take home, and I'm just like, oh, like this, you know, like this again. So then fast forward, everything goes good. Nobody really talks to us. Some girl like was trying to talk to me, but it's like she was more to herself, you know. And then so the bell rings and we're going to second period now, which my second period was choir. I was in the varsity choir at my school, and I walk in there with a like, keep in mind the sweatshirt I saw. Obviously, the teacher was like, she really looked at me like, you're so smart, because the thing is, the choir room is so cold. So she's like, oh my god, like, she went like, dang, Maria, like, you're so, like, you're so smart for that. And I was like, for what? She's like, oh, for bringing a sweatshirt because you know it's so cold in here. And I was like, yeah, like, yeah, I'm so smart. Like, I was only wearing that sweatshirt so people wouldn't see my bum. And then I go in there and I sit down because I was an alto, so it's like soprano, which is the higher singers, and then soprano 2, which is like kind of the middle singers, and an alto, and then tenors, which is like the boys that can sing high, and then the basses, which is the boys that sing low. So my boyfriend was right here in the high, and I'm like the low singer. So we're kind of like really next to each other, but not really, because I was sitting in the low section. And so I'm just nervous as freak, because I'm really so nervous, and I'm like hoping nobody sees my belly, because like, you know, criticism is real. Criticism is real, and I'm just there like hoping nobody sees my belly. And then so I just tell the teacher, I'm like, hey, like, as soon as the class is over, like, I really went up to her, I'm like, hey, can I talk to you? Like, I gotta tell you something. And it's like really important, because you know, I trusted her. I really trusted that teacher, and I was like, man, I trust that teacher. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then third period starts, we had a sub, which she was like literally mean, and he made me stand up and introduce myself and be like, oh, my favorite car is blah blah blah, which I had said Camry. And I was like, bruh, knowing I was scared as to stand up, most knowing that like everyone was gonna see my bum. So anyways, I did it, and after I told my friend of like 5 years, we're not close, but you know, I just told her, I'm like, hey, like, I'm gonna tell you something, like, please don't tell anybody, like, I'm pregnant. And then she was like, oh my god, like, congratulations and stuff. And she didn't get really into detail, but she was like, oh, like, do you know their gender? And I was like, yeah. And then we started talking, but then like, she kind of kept it to herself. So you know, that was over. So the class is over, third period is over, so we go to lunch. And I go back to the choir room, because that's where I was going for, to tell the teacher. And so I walk in there, and I'm like, hey, Miss blah blah blah, blah blah blah, you know. Hey, like, you know what I want to tell you? I'm so nervous to tell you, because I could not even have. I didn't even want to like tell her. I literally ended up writing in a sticky note. I was like, hey, like, I want to tell you that I'm pregnant. And blah blah blah, you know. I walk into my other class, and then just like, well, first of all, I started crying, and I was like, are you okay? Is everything okay? And she's like, yeah. And then she was just like kind of like disappointed in me, but she's like, so is your family, like, are they supportive and all? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, oh, like, I felt like, I don't know, I pretty much felt like jealousy vibes, you know, whatever. And then so, like, keep in mind, after that, like, she literally, like, literally, you know, me out her life, because I was like one of her closest students. And it's like, after that, she just would treat me like so different. So I was like, like, I see how it is, I see your true colors, whatever. She's like, you're not like my first person to know pregnant, but you are one of the closest students to me that was pregnant and stuff. And I was like, okay, so why are you being awkward about it, you know? So after that, I go, like, lunch is over, and I head to fourth period, and which I see one of my friends, and then a new girl, she came and sat in our chair. She's like, hey guys, like, hey girls, can I sit here? Like, I'm new, like, I'm shy. It's like, sure. And then I need to use the restroom. Like, I literally needed to use the restroom, because, you know, like, pregnant girl gotta use, like, the potty, whatever. And the teacher, I'm like, hey, like, I really need to pee, can you let me go? And he was like, yeah. And then he literally, like, I wasn't even that noticeable, and he was like, okay. He was like, here you go, because you gotta get a pass to go. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then walking in the class, like people started, like people really like literally me walking, and then they're like, look, and I was like, what the fuck you staring at? Like, what the fuck you staring at? He's like, yeah, I'm pregnant, and what? Like, okay. Acting like y'all don't be doing other things. Anyways, so so that was the first day. The second day, I walked into my astronomy class, and I see one of my friends. Like, we weren't close. Like, we weren't as close. Like we weren't even friends at like that time. And I see her, and I'm like, oh my god, like, hi. I was like, I didn't know you had this class. And then she came and sat at my table, and then like we were just talking and stuff, and you know, it was just normal things. Like, you know, everything was chill and stuff. And then the second class, it was kind of like hard. It was pre-calculus. I am not a math girly personally, no offense, but I dropped the class. I'm not gonna lie to you, I dropped that class. I was like, I'm not that smart for the pre-calculus. So I ended up dropping the class. And then I was like, but not right away. I dropped it on later, you know. And so, you know, everything was good. Some girl that I had never talked to in like 2 years or whatever, she came up to me. She's like, hey, so how are you doing? And this and that. I was like, I literally gave her that look like, hi. But I'm not mean. But I was just like, hey girl, like, how was your summer? This and that. And I was just like, you know, like, happy that she was talking to me. But let's just say that girl was one of those girls that stopped talking to me as soon as she found out I was pregnant. But anyways, yeah, to my next class. That teacher was like, the next class, I didn't really have a problem. She had me in the class, and everything was good. And then the last class, it was just like I had to like get some credit done, so it was like a show class. And so those were my first 2 days of school. And then throughout like my whole, like before I gave birth, I what's it called? I had homecoming. I didn't go to homecoming, but I had to sing at the homecoming game, choose a picture, and I had to sing the national anthem. Yes, girl, I can sing, but I can't sing. Like, I'm an average singer, whatever. Like, and so I was still like a part of, like, you know, like, although I was pregnant and all, like, people found out then. I was getting judgment, like, oh, like, there's even a girl who literally did this. Like, literally, like a girl in choir, one girl right here, and then the girl over there. They literally did this. Like, trying to, and then, so my bump is on support. And then I see them, and then they start laughing. And I'm like, and the girl next to me, she was like, my friend, or whatever. And the fact that she did that, and then the next day, like, the few next days, she was, like, being so fake to my face. And I was like, you know what, like, I was just like, I'm not that mean, but I was still talking to her, you know, being friendly and stuff, but I knew that she was talking behind my back. Because one time, I went to the room to get something, and then she texted her friend next to her, and then they were like, looked at my stomach, started laughing. I was like, okay, girlies, like, it's not that serious for you to be joking about it. Like, already, like that one of me girls, why are you so obsessed with me? Like, for real, like, why are you so obsessed with me? Anyways, I just wanted to get to the point, y'all. But yeah, I faced judgment, looks. People even said, oh my god, is that girl pregnant? Why is she always wearing the same thing every day? And like, she not have clothes, this and that. And then some girl even was like, oh my god, yeah, like, she's pregnant, so she's gonna be out for a very long time. Like, putting my business out there. And I'm like, girl, I don't even be in your business like that. And like, even some teachers were criticizing me, and I'm like, you're an adult man. You are an adult. Why are you criticizing a teenager with teenagers? Like, this girl Teacher. Let's call her Miss Teacher. Miss Teacher was very close to one of her like a group of students in her class, and come to find out that she was one of my teachers. And the fact that I was telling her like stuff about my pregnancy, I'm sure that Miss Teacher, was telling like blah blah blah, blah to that group, and she was making fun of me with them because one day I was in a classroom for lunch, and I would say that group of students came in, and I got up to her, she was, Miss Carlotta Patty, and they just looked like literally like, oh, like staring, and they're like, isn't that the pregnant girl? And I was like, girl, I don't be saying, oh, is that the girl that slept with so many guys? Like, I don't be saying that. Like, that was just so disrespectful. Like, you know my name. You didn't know how to say that. Like, whatever. And so I faced a lot. There's times where I had to sing in front of the whole school, like the national anthem with the choir group that I was in, the varsity group. I had to sing it in front of them. When I tell you, I literally wanted to poop my pants, but I didn't. And then overall, like, the experience is just like me getting judgment and like laughed at and looked at weird. But overall, like, we would have like monthly meetings because I wasn't the only pregnant girl in school. There's another senior that was also pregnant, and we were like literally like pregnant at the same time. Like, it was so weird, but it was so cute at the same time because like we could talk about like baby kicks and like judgment and all. And then so we were getting like we would get like monthly meetings where we would like talk about with the school guidance counselor and then the school nurse, and then we'll eat pizza. Like, the guidance counselor, she'll bring us pizza, and like and then we ended up finding out there's another girl that was pregnant, and so we would literally have monthly meetings about like baby stuff, baby milestones, choking, sticks, RSV, all that stuff. And some of like the teachers, they were like really supportive, surprisingly. Like, I would say like I was grateful to have like an amazing experience at school with the teachers because they were really supportive, which I love one of my teachers, because she was always there for me when I faced judgment and all of that. She was like, oh my god, Maria, like you can't, you have to stay home now, like I feel like you're gonna have this baby this week. And like, she was so caring, and even until after I had the baby, she was very. But yeah, I'll be really welcome, like gladly that I was treated like stuff like that. But overall, like, I was like sleepy all the time, so like I didn't really care what nobody would say. I literally, since the bell ring, I literally go to class and run to class and stuff. But I would say like that's pretty much it, guys. Like, I will put another part 2 on how I was doing school with when I was on maternity leave, which I will get you that video soon. So bye guys, please hit that like button. Y'all can see my cut that I cut myself on accident because I was opening a Formula can, and the little aluminum thingy that it has, it cut me. Aww.